Hey there, welcome back to No Pants Profits. My name's Richard, and today I want to talk to you a day early about the Sweater Barn Burner final competition. Now, the Sweater Barn Burner is something that we haven't really talked about before because it's kind of new, kind of experimental, and what it was is it's really sweaters mashing up kind of a American Idol and Shark Tank kind of together. And I really liked the original pitch. I want to show you the original pitch email. I want to talk about the final 5 companies that went through. I want to dig into the final 5 companies that went through, give you where I thought the pluses and the negatives were. Now, I'm doing this before the actual event. Now, why am I doing this? Just because it's fun to try and pick the winner before we get going and kind of talk about what happened. But I want to talk about my concerns. I've not brought these out in public yet, but I think it's important to bring these out in public just for a timeline. So I want to give you a bit of a timeline. So Sweater announced their Barn Burner pitch competition. This was January 18th, 2023 was when they had officially announced it, announcing Barnburner, the world's largest consumer pitch competition. Think Shark Tank meets America's Got Talent. Startup pitch competitions and demo days have all the same cookie cutter approach. Imagine if we reinvented it, Sweater. Instead of pitching investors, founders, they'd be pitching the consumers in a battle to see how their startup will shape the future. The winner would receive a $500,000 investment, and as Sweater investors, part of that is going to be your money. So if you're watching this as a Sweater investor, you're like, why does this matter to me? Your money is going to get invested in one of these 5 companies, and we're inviting pre-seed through Series A startups across the country to participate and gain exposure to Sweater's global audience. Watch the film we made for this. Let me see if I can pull up the Sweater film, because let's talk Barn Burner. Oh, so I'm going to go to Sweater's main site. Let me see if I can find the Barn Burner film real quick. Introducing it. Okay, so this is their main Barn Burner film, just to give you the premise. Then I want to give you where my concerns were and how they were addressed.
Here at Sweater, we've already changed the game by allowing anyone, not just the super rich, to invest in venture capital through our easy-to-use app.
And now we're aiming to shake things up once again with the Sweater Barn Burner pitch competition.
Founders, this one's for you. A chance to win a $500,000 investment in your startup. We're inviting startups from all over the country to pitch their world-changing ideas. Being a founder, it takes guts, it takes skill, hard work, and a dash of good luck to be successful. At Sweater, we believe in you, and we want you to win.
Here's what's going to happen, people. You founders are going to invite fans from across your network to vote for your company's chance to compete for a $500,000 investment. After rounds of voting thin out the competition, the top 5 of you will pitch your company to seasoned VCs and the entire Sweater community, all broadcast live on the web. The judges are going to choose the best pitch as the winner of the grand prize, a cool $500,000 for your startup. And even if you don't win the grand prize, you're still fighting to be seen and heard by tens of thousands of founders and customers.
Let's see if you can take the heat and pitch your idea in front of the whole world for your chance to earn a $500,000 investment. And for all of you voting from home, get ready, because this is gonna be a barn burner!
All right, so I love the idea. I'm going to be perfectly clear. Love the idea. Not really disagreed with a lot of what Sweater's done, other than one investment so far, which has actually been cleared up with me. I actually had a conversation with Chase, who's one of the guys that's on the investment team. Completely cleared up with me. It was the one about sending products overseas. I'm trying to. It was I'm forgetting the name of it right now. I'll find the name of it by the end of this. But it was like a transportation company, and it's kind of a new thing with taking high value products and moving them over to South America and things like that. But let's get back to the thing at note. So I got this, I watched the video, I did everything, and I had one concern. And here was you could see applying to compete, your help, but in all, and I said, I have one major concern here. Will the votes be weighted by the number of shares owned, compared to somebody who has 10 or so shares, $200 worth of shares, let's say, I have significantly more at 1,200 shares. I should have significantly more voting power in this competition, correct? You have a proxy vote. If you've ever done a stock market thing before, you get to vote based on the number of shares you have. It's not just by making an account and being able to vote. Good question. Keeping it under control. And I got something back. Thank you for reaching out. This is a great suggestion. They've already shared. Given the MVP nature of this first barn burner, we won't be able to build in that level of dynamics, but rest assured that there's been measures put in place to keep any company from gaming the voting. We take it very seriously, and we want the best startups on that final stage. And the final decision is made by Sweater and participating VC partners. Okay, so what happened was they had 75 companies. And those 75 companies would pitch the Sweater community, but I think they brought in a lot of new people to Sweater. So, if you want to call this $500,000 to be a marketing expense, I'm perfectly fine with that. The problem is, I don't think anywhere near the 5 best companies out of the 75 got there, because all that the voting was done by was it was done by a type form making sure you had a Sweater account. That's what I believe. You're welcome to correct me if I'm incorrect. But there was a type form that would come up that would allow you to vote. You'd put in your email address. It would ask that to be the email address registered with Sweater. I voted in most of the rounds. I think I missed one round or so when I was out of the country. But you've got 5 companies there. Again, I don't think those are the 5 best companies in that pitch, or anywhere near the 5 best companies in that pitch. But what I want to do is I want to watch what they've done now, and I'm going to dig through these 5 companies. Because I'm going to do this myself anyway, so I figure I might as well do it on camera. Maybe 1 or 2 people will watch it. I'm going to dig through these 5 companies and tell you out of those 5, which is the one that I would like to go with. I've already done a little bit of digging, but I want to do a little more digging. So let's talk about, there's going to be an event tomorrow evening. This is coming out on April 3rd. On April 4th, there's going to be an event in Denver that I was originally excited to kind of fly out for, but none of these 5 companies really excite me. I really liked the one that you could buy shares of a franchise. Fran shares. I really liked the AI robotics company that was doing planting. Those are things that are really new, revolutionary, and different. I really liked the one that would work along with after and take care of your aftercare stuff. There was some that really kind of like in the Shark Tank way would fit in with other sweater companies. There's one left that kind of really fits in with another sweater company. But let's dig into the Barnburner welcome, and we're going to look at these 5 companies. We're going to drill down these 5 companies, and I'm going to give you my best guess out of these 5 companies, which again, in any of the rounds of voting, I did not choose any of these 5 companies. Take that as you will be. I've already kind of showed my concern here with that, people can just make an account. Yes, I understand. They probably had to put in their social security number and other things like that, but still, it's not based on the amount of shares that you had. It could be someone who had 1 share. So if my money's going into play, I'd like to have more control of that money because I've got more invested. But I'll digress. Let's go ahead. Let's look at the welcome to the Barnburner. Let me rewind, and then we're going to look at the 5 companies that made it.
Thanks for being here. I am super excited to share that out of hundreds of applications, we finally narrowed it down to the final 5 companies who'll be coming here to Boulder, Colorado on April 4th to compete for a $500,000 investment. I want to invite you to take a look below and learn more about each of these companies. And also feel free to explore the rest of the Sweater app for more Venture 101 videos and content surrounding the exciting and innovative companies Sweater has within the Kashmir Fund. Hello,
all right.
Thanks for being.
So let's talk about these companies. This first one is probably the one I have the most expertise in. I am a techie nerd. I love tech. So this is tech. This is consumer tech. I love the concept to it. Let's listen to their pitch. Let's go to their website and let's see where the real value is here. This is called Every Key. I will give you full disclosure. I did not vote for this company in any of the rounds of voting.
We're replacing passwords and keys. They're insecure and inconvenient. I have this big, bulky keyring and hundreds of passwords written on this piece of paper. By 2025, losses caused by password breaches will reach $10 trillion. Let's get rid of this broken and outdated access control technology and replace it with something better. Introducing Every Key, the universal smart key that replaces passwords and keys. With military-grade encryption, Every Key wirelessly unlocks your devices, online accounts, and more. Then, when you walk away from your devices, they lock back down.
Conceptually, somewhat interesting. I will tell you that. I love that I use the flash paper. I'm a Magic fan, so I know you use Flash Paper. You know, they're replacing in passwords and keys because they're insecure. Losses required. Let's open on the new tab. Let's just see. No more passwords. Let's look at their pitch video. I want to be very fair, so let's look at their pitch video. Let's check how it works.
This is a new kind of key, a smarter key. This is the key that unlocks your phone and computer wirelessly. This is the key that logs you into your social media, your email, your bank account, and more. This is the key that generates secure passwords, then remembers them so you don't have to. This is the key that locks it all down when you walk away. This is the key that changes everything. This is Every Key.
All right, interesting sizzle, interesting video. I'm going to tell you, though, when I saw this for the first time, something came to mind. Most web browsers will now handle this for you automatically, the making passwords and stuff like that. And it would be amazing, you know, one of the things, if you look at Every Key, let's go back to their thing. You know, this is what really kind of stuck it out to me, is you can buy a band accessory, a wearable accessory that turns your Every Key into a sleek, stylish fashion element. Just pop your Every Key into your pocket and wear it wherever you go. And I was like, I don't really need that because I have something like that already. I have my Apple Watch. When I go to my MacBook Pro or I go to my Mac Studio right in front of me, guess what? If I have my Apple Watch on, it unlocks automatically and locks down after like a minute. And I already have this device. If I happen to use Safari, Safari's got a password manager. If I happen to use Chrome, Chrome has a password manager. In the end of the day, this is just a Bluetooth password manager. I even considered ordering one, but I mean, literally, let me just find my, where are we? So this is something I have called Step 2. And I will show you something like really random. Okay, so this is called Step 2, and I have 2-step passwords on my Apple Watch so that I can get to it anytime. So I'm really like, okay, that's cool. There's an API that in the future might unlock my car, might unlock my door, and you'll notice that it says, you know, unlocks your car, coming soon, unlocks your phone, okay, unlocks your laptop, okay, unlocks your door, coming soon. So unlocks website accounts. So, I mean, it really can't do more than an Apple Watch can do if you're an Apple user right now. And if I hit buy now, the most concerning thing I found was that it actually charges via micro USB. This is the year 2023 and you're selling a product that charges with micro USB. You know what you might as well be selling it to charge with? You might as well be selling it to charge with Lightning if you're going to sell it to charge with micro USB. The real reality is everything they're promising right now can be done with a smartwatch. I see no potential here because my smartwatch could do everything they're saying they're going to do right now. So why do I need a piece of hardware to do it? And you'll even see it's just running inside of a web browser. That's all that's happening here. I don't see anything innovative. I don't see, I mean, it's just a Bluetooth low energy device, Bluetooth 4.0, not even Bluetooth 5.0. It doesn't work. What? Hold on, sorry. It doesn't work with iPhone for unlocking and locking. I can guarantee you that. Website autofill is available for all app platforms. App autofill is available on iOS and Android devices. A jailbroken version of iOS is required for Every Key to unlock your device. So you have to make your device, I'm sorry, this is true, less secure in order to use this. Oh my. This is a minefield. Not anything I want to be in. So far, this is my number 0 because guess what? In the end of the day, they're selling you on an API that nobody has adopted yet. And I think that's really important to understand. Yeah, they could have been written about in all these, and I don't think this is real either. These things that are saying someone purchased an Every Key every few seconds. Watch, I mean, I find that to be kind of really kind of scammy, and it's using old setup. It's got some reviews, but I think it's for people who really just don't know any better and know that, you know, most of this is built in nowadays. I'm not a fan. I'm really not a fan. And as I look, just rated, I don't think any of this is real. These ratings and these things that are coming through every few seconds, I don't think any of them are real. They're telling me there's purchase. Oh, look, there's someone else just purchased, just rated. And it's not real. I mean, let's just jump to, oh, look, someone just rated it. That's misleading. That's deceptive. Let's just see what we can find about every key. They've been funded 150K. I don't think they've gotten anywhere with it. Who's actually invested in them? A couple of different companies have invested in them there, but I don't see it. I mean, this is even their latest round was not venture but debt financing. I really hope this doesn't go anywhere. I'm sorry, guys. I don't mean to be a buzzkill, but I think your product already exists. I've already got it on my wrist. You can get it with an Android watch. You know, even if you're dealing with security keys, I've got my crypto key right here, my crypto ledger. I don't see anything unique, exciting, or anything that I find unique here. So I'm sorry. I love your magic trick.
We're replacing losses caused by password breaches will reach $10 trillion. Let's get rid of this broken and outdated access.
Look, love it. Love the flash paper
Technology and replace.
I love the demo, Chris, but I mean, my Apple Watch can do what you do. You have an API. No one's going to get involved there. I'm sorry. I cast my vote against every key. Moving on to Sweat Pals. It's a community building discovering platform for fitness and health. Oh no. I think I know where I'm going to go here. I hate to say I'm going to bring this into the play again, but I kind of am. So let's watch their pitch.
Sweatpals is a community building and discovery platform that brings people together around fitness and health.
Our mission is to create a new way of socializing and entertainment that's actually good for us.
Our users love Sweatpals because
I haven't felt alone. Almost like social media where it's good.
Keep track of the different events very easily.
Never in a million years did I think I would be starting my own running club.
It's hard to make friends. People are there to connect.
A whole new way to meet people other than being at a club or
changing how we socialize by prioritizing health and wellness.
I love Sweatpals so much.
All right, so I'm going to download Sweat Pals because I like to do this live. I like to show you kind of what's going on. Let's go to their website. I think it's an app. Sweat Pals, okay. Yeah. So just so you can kind of see what I'm doing in real time, because I always like to share in real time, I am going to download and install Sweat Pals real quick. So let me load that. And let's look at their website. So we get the app, it's free. They have different clubs, different things like that. It does seem to be based in Texas, so I'm guaranteeing you in Florida, I'm probably not going to find a lot of people on Sweat Pals. Yeah, it's based in Austin, so we can scroll down. Yeah, it's very, very locationally based, but it's like a social network for that. And what it seems to be is that businesses can create content on there, and that's what's really going on. But let's see as much as we can. Sweat Pals. Let's see what the app does. Okay. Sweat Pals connects you with fitness and wellness events, communities, and people. Discover or host fitness events and experiences. Journal your workouts. Now, I am not an exerciser, so I don't have as much rights to judge and say, you know, hey, look, the watch could do it. But let's just see. So it looks like a physical thing. I already have an account. So if I want to sign up, I'm going to hit sign up. What city am I in? Let's just put in, search for AVENT, Aventura, Florida, USA. Sweat Pals is not available in my city yet. Okay, so let's just try Austin, Texas. What is my phone number? Well, I'm not going to be able to show you that, so I'm just going to, I want to show you what this community does, so. All right, I've given my phone number. I'm going to get a verification code in a minute. Let's see. Yep, I got a verification code. So, what, maybe? Maybe? Number, don't worry, okay. I'm waiting. Not seeming to get a verification code there, so... Not sure what that really means if I'm not getting a verification code. It could have been me just typing in my my phone number incorrectly, but let's just jump back to their website and let's see. So, you can discover events, communities, other things like that. It seems to just be most of it right now in one specific area in the Austin area. I'd love to hear their whole pitch. Let me see if I can get this to send to me again in the Austin area. This is where it really does seem to be. 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh, I typed in the wrong number. Sorry. I take back what I said. All right, so let's try and send a code here. We should have a verification code. There we go. Okay. So we got our verification code. I'm going to allow it while using the app. Full name, no, pants, and my username. Let's see if we can show you. This is the sign-in screen. Username is no pants profits. Hit next. All right, I can tell them what my interests are. Walking, beginner. Okay. I'm a walker. Enter an email to complete the profile. I'm going to skip that for right now. And you can find out when someone messages you if there's support and update and wants you to turn on notifications. Okay, I can turn it on. So yeah, we've got a lot of walking clubs and things like that. And I can't really judge this, but here's one. Austin, Texas, you've got 18 others, or 21 people total going. So it's not huge, and I think their monetization plan is it's kind of like Eventbrite meets a social network for fitness things. It's very niche in communities that are smaller. It's going to launch in more communities. I'm going to say, so far, I like it more than every key. Let's do a quick look at their Crunchbase, just so we can see what's been involved there. So, SWEATPALS. Sweat Pals. So, they are they've gotten a lot more funding here. They've gotten $700,000 in funding. There are similar companies. Let's see who's invested so far. So they're still in kind of a pre-seed round. We can take a look when that happened. Again, Crunchbase is not going to have everything, but it's going to give us an idea. Similar companies. Sweat Pals, Action Academy, or similar industries. I think it's interesting. Again, I rank it over every key right now, and I'm just going by the ranking that's on Sweater's own layout here. So let's go for the next one. Sweat Pals. Guess what? Sweat Pals. I don't know the industry, but I'll tell you, I like you more than every key. Let's take a look at the next one. Again, I'm doing these pitches myself. I'm kind of feeding the pitches myself from their website. It's a quick one, but this is the way I would do it on my own. So let's look at Skin Muse. Again, I've never heard of this company other than, looking at it really quick when I look down the list of the available companies to vote for, but let's take a look at Skin Muse.
The average American spends 50 plus hours working and commuting. From the moment you get up to the moment you go to bed, you are consumed with your to-do list. There is hardly any time to check in with yourself. At Skin Muse, we are helping you build an attainable self-care ritual, one that centers you, your rest, and your body, aka your soul's vessel. We all interact with beauty daily, so why can't we use it for more than just a vanity metric? And with this grant, we can be that catalyst.
I apologize, that wasn't on me. Let me play this again.
The average American spends 50 plus hours working and commuting. From the moment you get up to the moment you go to bed, you are consumed with your to-do list. There is hardly any time to check in with yourself. At Skin Muse, we are helping you build an attainable self-care ritual, one that centers you, your rest, and your body, aka your soul's vessel. We all interact with beauty daily, so why can't we use it for more than just a vanity metric? And with this grant, we can be that catalyst and become the Apple of skincare.
Interesting. All right. So, Skin Muse. Again, not my wheelhouse. Not gonna lie. Champions of inclusive luxury beauty, West African inspired care rituals. This screams out to me Parallel Health, which is someone who's already in the sweater portfolio. Let's take a look at Skin Muse's website. Maybe we can learn a little bit more here. So Skin Muse sells body oil, body butter, full collection. So if we wanted to get a full collection, okay, so you can see all these different things. They seem to be unique products. If I want to become a muse, they do have Skin Muse Premium. Okay. Collab benefits, discount codes. Ooh. 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 I hate to say this screams MLM pyramid scheme, but it really screams Avon MLM pyramid scheme. Sorry. Sorry. That's what it screams to me. If you know this channel, you know, that's that's where I'm at. Let's look at About Us. Let's figure out what it is. Skin Muse premium beauty brand, championing inclusivity and sustainability, currently focused on body care, clean beauty to bring nourishing products to protect 75% of our resources from small business. Oh, we'll get some free money. Comes to protecting the planet. We're doing our part. Check our refill policy. Oh, you can refill instead, most importantly. Okay. We sustain therapy fund. Okay. Cool. You know, you've got that. Oh, we can even look at in-store locations to see where they are. Los Angeles, New York, and Washington. So they're in 4 stores right now. Let's see if there's anything from Skin Muse on Crunchbase. It's not Skin Muse. It's SKNMUS. All right. So it's something that doesn't. It's so early. It doesn't even exist on Crunchbase. Oh wait. Yeah, SKNMUS. I mean, I honestly just want to .com. See SKNMUSE. It gets a relative amount of Google searches. Let me make that spell. SKNMUSE. Oh. I did that. Nope, SKNMUSE, nothing there. Let's see what we get on Google search. Okay, we do get a Twitter. We get some results. You know, I'm willing to admit there's a lot of interesting things here. Andreessen Horowitz has something on there. Ooh, interesting. Summer of the Culture. Let's take a look at this. This is something that Skin Muse made. Got a lot of views if I'm looking here. Don't know if there's sound on here or not. If I see anything product-based, I'll stop on here, but it seems to just be like generic B-roll. Okay, there we go. We got some product. You know, I'm not gonna lie, out of the 3 so far, you've got those in-store locations. I've got nothing popping up, nothing bothering me. You know, sounds weird. Totally, you know, not my complexion. But out of the 3 so far, I actually really like this one. It seems like they've got more markets. They've got a lot of markets in place. I really don't like this. I don't like the MLM aspect of it. But overall, interesting. Interesting concept overall. So let us see the next one. We're going to skip back a little bit. So far, that's in the lead. I hate to say it. I don't know if they stacked it that way. But, you know, so far, that's in the lead. And from the first base level, I wouldn't like it. But, I mean, they have a good... they have good Google ability. You've got, you know, stuff with Andreessen and their name on it. American Express spotlights Black woman-owned small businesses. You know, it looks like in their niche, this is not something I would hate. And I think, you know, I would hate, you know, and they would work great along with Parallel Health as well, which is already in the sweater portfolio. So far, Skin Muse is my muse that's speaking to me. All right, next up, we've got FarmShare. Let's listen to FarmShare's pitch.
We all love farmers markets for the unparalleled food quality, transparency, and meaningful connection to where our food is coming from. But unless you live close to a farm or can make it to the seasonal farmers market, it's hard to buy food straight from the source. So we created FarmShare, an online farmers market connecting consumers nationwide directly with independent farmers, fishers, and ranchers who are producing regenerative and responsible food. With 2-day nationwide shipping, everyone can trust where their food is coming from and shake the hand that feeds them on FarmShare.
All right. Overall, this pitch, I like the concept. The one thing I didn't like, and this is why I didn't vote for them the whole time, is it's like Etsy but for food. Never made sense to me. But let's go to FarmShare's website. Let's see what we can find on FarmShare's website. Okay. So it's kind of like one of those farmer box kind of things, and who is it? Buy directly from Legacy Ranch, so you can buy from different places. Buy directly from completely pickled. You know, all the best ribeyes. Let's see what we can get. A small sampler box from Ashcroft Beef. Actually, I'm in Florida. Let's see if there's anyone in Florida that we can. There is someone in Florida. I don't know what they do. Meet our farmers. Shake the hand that feeds you. Let's see who's in Florida and what they make. Homestead, Florida. An hour or so south of me. We've got Florida Fresh. And what do they make? They make family-owned, operating historic Redland growing industry. Yep, there's winery down there that I go to. Let's just see. So they sell a tropical box and a family share. Let's just see what the tropical box has. Has avocado, coconut, mango, passion fruit, jackfruit, papaya, pink guava, Thai banana, and Spanish lime. Order ship on a Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday, so they get there on Friday. It is somewhat, the group size needed to unlock the discount, create a group buy. Oh, okay. So if you have more than 3 people that are buying, you'll get a discount. So that's kind of cool if you got people in your area that want it. Or a tailgate box. Now things start to get expensive real quick here. If I look at the tailgate box, I'm trying to click on it. Tailgate box. Let's take a look what's there. Now this is from a farm. I kind of you know, this is not the Etsy. That was the worst way to phrase it. It's the Etsy for farming. Or if I want to get a tomahawk steak, so I know exactly what that would cost. This website is driving me crazy. I can't click on anything. But if I wanted to buy the tailgate box, 15 pounds, includes bone and ribeye, tomahawk steak, New York strip steak. So let's say I wanted to buy it. Let's see what the shipping is and everything like that. Sold by, you get free shipping, and I think what FarmShare is really doing is they're taking, let's take a look. They're kind of taking the farmers market and they're putting it online. Did you know that farmers only make 14 cents for every dollar you spend on film, on food, creating farmers digital market? I just don't know if there's enough here. I mean, we can count the number of farms, so that's 5 across by 4 down. I mean, we're looking at like 30 farms. You know, maybe 35 farms. Of course, that's 20. That's another 12, 32, 30, 33 farms overall. It's an interesting concept. I don't know that it needs $500,000. I think this is mostly built out. Now, again, you have the customer acquisition cost, which here is twofold, because you have to onboard the farmers, and then you have to onboard the people to actually buy from the farmers. So you have a double customer acquisition cost. So their CAC, customer acquisition cost, is pretty high. It's like a FarmShare. 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 Oh, no, not that one. FarmShare doesn't seem to exist here. There's fair share. There is farm share. It's an industrial hemp cultivation and processing operation. And the organization that distributes food and veggies. Fair share, fair share. Farm share. Let's just see who they've got as competition. Florida Farm Direct. We're looking at ads. Find your farmers market, local produce. It's Florida Department of Agriculture. Again, I am in Florida, City of Plantation. Is there really a market to compete with the local farmers markets? Yeah, you can't get meat, you can't get those other things. I'm not in love with this. Plus, I feel that your customer acquisition cost is extremely high for farm share. I do think their customer acquisition cost is ridiculously high on both ends. Oh, sorry, it's ridiculously high on both ends. I was showing you. I was looking here, but their customer acquisition cost is really high on both ends, and that's what scares me because they've got to get people on board to buy the food. Yeah, so if we look here, they kind of give you shake the hand that feeds you, creating a digital farmers market. We believe the price you pay for food should reflect the real cost. The stewardship protects the land, supports the farmers. I love the mission. Not gonna lie. I just think the customer acquisition costs on both ends of this are so ridiculously high that I probably wouldn't get behind this. It really comes down to CAC, or customer acquisition costs, and I hope that in the sweater thing they ask about that. Now we've got the fifth one. So far, I'll tell you, leading the pack is actually Skin Muse. I like it. It's a niche product, but there's a lot of people that fall into that niche, and it seems to be a very well searchable, very well respected within the search terms kind of thing. So, yeah. Let's look at Grapefruit Health. This is the last one of the Barnburner. So let's take a look at what's going on with Grapefruit Health.
Did you know that the U.S. healthcare system is short by 3.2 million workers, and that number is actually getting a lot worse? We're addressing that problem in a very unique and novel way by creating the first and only national workforce that's composed completely of and only of clinical students. That's anyone pursuing clinical education, like a nursing student, a pharmacy student, a pre-med student. We recruit, train, and manage these students onto our technology platform where they perform work for healthcare organizations remotely. So please select Grapefruit Health and help us fix the U.S. healthcare system.
Interesting pitch. Like it. But how are you going to do it? They're addressing the massive staffing shortage in healthcare by creating the first nationwide workforce composed completely of clinical students. We recruit, train, and manage these students to perform work on behalf of healthcare organizations remotely through our proprietary software. These 1 million students create an opportunity for 850 million unique patient touchpoints and serve healthcare workers over 35 million work hours every year. Grapefruit Health. We developed a new approach to patient engagement. What is our mission at Grapefruit Health? We relieve the pressure of healthcare workforce shortage while saving healthcare organizations billions of dollars by establishing a continuous pipeline of students who perform vital tasks remotely while becoming an essential part of your future workforce. Interesting. To solve the healthcare shortage by onboarding 1 million clinical students into our platform to perform meaningful work remotely for our healthcare organization partners. This workforce has the capacity to perform 1 billion interactions per year. What do we do for our clients? Ooh. Okay. Let's learn more. Supercharge your patient. We work side by side with your existing clinical program. Supercharge benefits of working with us. The ability to recruit clinical students to fill your open roles. Make a positive impact on your patient outcomes. Human to human interactions. Yeah, a lot of people nowadays, even a new channel I'm starting, are turning to AI. I'm just playing with an AI channel for giggles. But this is a human to human interaction, which is kind of interesting. Surveys and assessments. So here's what they can do. Diagnostic screening outreach, getting patients to come in for annual wellness checks, mammograms, colonoscopies, and calling to deliver non-critical results. So they're not going to call and say you have cancer, but they can give you surveys and assessments, able to perform health risk assessments, patient satisfactioners, program enrollment, diabetes prevention, smoking cessation, post-op discharge follow-up. They're kind of, this is actually This is brilliant. Medication adherence, behavioral wellness. This is kind of one of those win-win-win-win situations. They use the clinical staff to perform lower-level tasks that not only drives up an organization's costs, but does not allow clinicians to work on top of their license and bogs them down with work below their clinical license. This can cause an increase in burnout and turnover, and have an even larger impact on the cost of organizations. At as little as $5 per successful interaction, Grapefruit Health helps you provide a simple solution to a complex cost problem. And it's real people. It's not bots. We strongly believe healthcare is human. They solve all. Oh, I like this. Wow. Yeah. Well, this looks good. I kind of glossed over this. Not gonna lie. About us. Our team. Nice big old team. Questions and answers. Why did they choose Grapefruit Health? Grapefruit is the fruit analogy for healthcare. It's often hard to understand. Segmented requires specialized tools to consume, very complex. But if you do it right, it can be delicious. Love the name. Love the name. How do we ensure students that we review the students' calls to assess their skills, provide coaching first couple weeks after starting. We then assess the quality metrics, underperforming or highly overperforming compared to that. In other words, we utilize the same controls any remote call center will. So this is a call center. How much do you charge for your services? We charge between $5 and $10 per successful interaction. If the patient does not answer, so that's interesting. They're charging per human interaction. They are not charging for voicemails. They're not charging for a bad number or anything like that. Very, very interesting. Higher volume interactions, thereby making a much bigger impact. Our clients are given access to our students over curated webinars. Wow. Yeah. You know what? Again, I do this live. I actually really, really like this one. And it's one that would have overstepped, G-R-A-P-F-R-U-I-T. Health. Grapefruit Health. This is a really, 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 really interesting one. Let's see who's already in. Some healthcare accelerators, some seem to be based in the Chicago area. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of look at that. Let's see if we can find anything on YouTube. Grapfruithealth. I can't spell. I mean, be honest with you, it's not the best Google term because you're just going to learn about why grapefruits are healthy. Genius. But again, they're more of a business to business, so it doesn't really matter. We're not talking about, you know, they've oh wow. So March 27th, 2023, it's a couple days ago they raised this money. If we look at these news, this is, yeah. So they got $650,000 in September 5th of 2022. I like it. If we look at technology, yeah. Similar companies, Brainbridge Health, Clinical Intelligence, Data Analytics Platform, Safe Ride Health, Restore Access to Dignity Care. Nothing really. I like it. I like it. And, you know, if we're looking at all of them, I think it's a very simple ranking for me. I'm going to give you my ranking. And I think that Grapefruit Health has raised a large amount of money before. We saw, you know, we can look that they raised $650,000. Let me go back here. You know, funding round, discover more funding rounds. Grapefruit, they got an undisclosed amount. They got 650 they raised. We're literally talking, just to get the concept, they got a grant from a Chicago place, from a Chicago, Tech Rise Chicago. I like this, so here's where I am going to rank them. There's nothing else underneath. I think Grapefruit Health is my strong number one. Number two, Skin Muse. Why do I like that? Because it belongs in a nice little basket. It would work very, very well with Parallel Health, I think is the name of it. Sweater portfolio. Yeah, I think it's Parallel Health. Yeah, would work very next generation skin health company. You know, it would be an interesting purchase for Parallel Health. I know they're in slightly different skin, but in the skin nonetheless. So I think that's interesting. So yeah, number 1, Grapefruit Health. Number 2, Skin Muse. I like the concept. They seem to have a good market fit and everything like that. Number 3 would probably be Sweat Pals. Number 4, just because onboarding cost, it's just going to be so high. Your customer acquisition cost, both for the farms and your customer acquisition cost for getting users at those price points, is very, very high. And last place, even though I love Magic, you know, no hate, Chris. I know this is Chris Wentz. I love Magic. I just think that
we're replacing passwords and keys. They're insecure.
This little thing on my watch.
Secure and inconvenient. I have this big, bulky keyring and hundreds of passwords written on this piece of paper. By 2025, losses caused by password breaches will reach $10 trillion. Let's get rid of this broken and outdated access control technology.
Because right now, it can't do anything more than the watch can do. And hey, look, you know, they're saying that their car thing is coming soon. Well, I can show you. I can literally take my F-150 right now, and I can start it from my watch. Plus, I find the reviews are being sold every minute. I find that extremely, extremely, extremely misleading, because that's not happening in real time. This company's so tiny, that's not happening in real time. That's misleading, and I'm not a fan of that. So, again, I think the winner should be Grapefruit Health. I'm just one guy sitting here with no pants, hopefully making profits. But where I would feel comfortable with my money going, with my portion of the $500,000, and I'm going to show you. I want to show you my sweater because I do have, you know, a big amount of funds invested into sweater. I mean, I have $25,859.68, and I got $252 pending. So I do think if they were to do this again, I don't think anybody's sitting down for 45 minutes other than, you know, people in the sweater team and really thinking this through, thinking who makes sense in this linearity and who should get the $500,000 and who's going to spend it the best. But I think Grapefruit Health is really your winner right now. And I hope to be able to, in about a week's time, click over to portfolio. See right at the top there, Grapefruit Health, because I think that Eric Alvarez and his team really have a interesting thing with the proprietary software, taking the clinical students and employing them in a field, and it's just a win situation. And I love win situations. That's my prediction. The winner of the Sweater Barnburner should be Grapefruit Health. The runner-up should be Skin Muse. And in third place will probably be Sweat Pals. I don't know if they're going to do runner-up and winner and all that. But this is Richard from No Pants Profits, reminding you that when you wear no pants and you invest, I mean, I guess if you're wearing no pants, there's only one thing you got left to lose. I think we very much all know what that is. It's your shirt. Have a great one. Bye!